welcome to another studio vlog. I believe this is now episode 8. This is first day back in my studio properly after being ill for just over a week. I am mildly stressed out. I have a lot of things to do. My thoughts are kind of racing all over the place. First things first, on Sunday, in 6 days, I'm doing crafty fog, and I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing for that, so I need to sort that out. That's priority number 1. Priority number 2, I really need to finish the last month's Patreon painting and start the new one. That's the 2 things that I've got to do. I usually make a schedule around events that I'm doing, and I usually make them 1 to 3 weeks in advance. The first thing I do when I make a schedule, I brain dump and then I write all the things down I can think about that I need to do so I can see them on paper, so it feels a bit better. I then organise them by priority. I write down a weekly calendar and I write in all the commitments that I know I need to do and work that I need to finish and deadlines. And then I organise the other things around those things. As you will soon see, this week's schedule did not go to plan at all, and I ended up almost having to throw it out after day 1. So I've done the first bit, yeah, and then I got really sad, and I got in my head about things, and I had a little cry. I think it's just like, it always puts me on edge being sick. What I'm going to do is, I haven't done my 1 hour painting yet, and I'm adamant I really want to get it done, but obviously I've got to take care of this wonderful mess here first. I'm going to walk to Lidl and I'm going to buy some mushrooms and spring onions, pak choy and some salmon, and I'm going to cook myself a really nice lunch with lots of nutritious food. I think that is, right now, a very sensible thing to do. I made food, and I think I've overestimated how well I thought I was. I went to work yesterday and I am so tired, and I really want to have a nap. Yeah, it just worries me when I'm ill, you know. So I had a nap, but I was still not feeling great physically or mentally. It's a real funny thing because although I'm feeling really anxious and not very well, and anxious because I'm not feeling well and not getting work done, I'm also feeling extremely excited and psyched about the new work that I'm making. And often it feels really uncomfortable when I haven't been able to do any of that. And I feel such an energetic push, so much so that it's almost uncomfortable. Yeah, I'm generally in quite an inspired phase at the moment. I'm having some really awesome visions about new work, and it's been so frustrating not being able to make it. So I would say that making work that feels 100% in alignment with my energy is what does energize and ground me. So considering how not grounded I was feeling, I just decided to start this new painting in an effort to focus my energy better. Alrighty, unboxing of pin backing cards and new business cards. That is so cute. And yeah, they're cute. I like that. The pink was a bit of a last minute decision, but I think it turned out well. Right, so obviously we've got to trust out. Push it. Whoa! That looks fantastic. And then I need to do new product shots. Alright, It is Tuesday. Yesterday was a complete write-off. I wasn't as well as I thought I was, and I got completely lost in my own thoughts. I tried to go to bed really early, and actually ended up not really sleeping until 7 a.m, having a terrible toothache for most of the night, and then I woke up at about 12, and then I called in for an emergency dentist appointment, and it turns out that my gums are a bit infected, so I'm now on penicillin. But on the positive side, I am starting to feel better. I feel like my spirits, this morning I was like, again, so emotional, and now I am yet again on the up. I'm reminding myself that the most important thing is to take care of yourself, and that we currently live in a society that values productivity over everything else. I felt very anxious about not working, also because I have a lot of expenditures at the moment and I feel like I haven't earned quite what I want to be earning. So I felt really anxious about taking that time off and feeling like I was really going to feel a backlash from that. That will probably happen. It is what it is. So today it's now actually 8 p.m, and I'm feeling mildly energetic. I'm sad about not going climbing. I'm sad about feeling like shit still, but we're getting there. So what are we doing now? We are going to do 1 hour painting, and then we are going to do some core exercises, because my body needs to be fed some love. Let's do it. So I'm working off a sketch that I did on my Procreate. There's a few things. I definitely need another layer on the background. It's very transparent. I don't like that. It's always a funny thing trying to replicate digital colours. This didn't kind of turn out the way I wanted to. This yellow is not the colour I wanted it to be. I need to mix that again. Again, this red needs to be much more earthy. It's too bright at the moment. Yeah, there's a few effects that I achieved in Procreate that I really liked, that it's drawing like, and like the layering and how that the transparency between the layers, and I think that's going to be really difficult with acrylic paint. So I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do with the transitions. Another thing is, I think that the sketch that I did, actually, I really liked it and it worked really well, but partly because it was really rough and it was kind of like using coloured pencils on top of one another almost. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that, and whether I'm going to keep it to very like block colours and not do hardly any blending, or if I'm going to end up blending it and then see what happens from there. I think this is one where it doesn't lend itself to being overcomplicated. I feel a need to, like, I want to paint the details in it, but I'm not sure it turns into a different painting then. I feel torn between all the possibilities within this painting. I did do a few core exercises and I worked on my newsletter in between. My body really loves moving, and I start getting really fidgety if I haven't moved enough, and I was really feeling that. And here we have the newsletter, my new logo, crafty fox, new vlog, new enamel pin, and new branding. Fancy stuff, guys. Continue. That one. Oh yeah, there we go. Woo! Yay, go Mia! So this is the first time since way before pre-pandemic times that I'm doing an event where I only have a table. I normally have a booth or a stall, so that requires a lot of rethinking about the layouts and what to bring. Because of short setup time, parking difficulties, and also because I don't really need that much stuff for only a table, I wanted to avoid driving and see if I could fit all the stuff into 2 big boxes and push it on a trolley. So I decided to go for 3 print boxes, 4 A3 sized frames, a selection of beanies and stickers, and then all the other stuff like bags and things like that. This sort of stuff
is absolutely necessary and it takes so much bloody time.
I'm very excited. I spent this morning packing up for Crafty Fox, and then this arrived in the mail and I have to leave for work in about 15 minutes, so let's go. Oh my god, it looks so cool. This is my logo stamp for the new bags. 2 boxes of ink. We got pink and black, and of course I'm gonna try make one straight away because oh yeah, perfect. Okay, oh my god, I'm so excited. Just rip this open. Alright, nice. Wow, yeah, that is a big stamp. Basically I want it like there, a bit more so. Apparently I'm supposed to hold that and then I'm supposed to dab. Whoa, so cool! This is so cool. Ah, press it down, baby. That was very not ideal, was it? Okay, well that's fucking annoying. Glass, okay. I'm gonna just do one on the floor. It's definitely getting better. Better, but difficult.
Most of Wednesday and Thursday I spent market managing at my part-time work.
It's Friday. It is quite late today. It's almost 4 o'clock. Yeah, yesterday was a bit of an unexpected day. I ended up getting a mild concussion right at the start of work, and I had to go home. Yeah, it's been a slow day. I'm clearing up. I've been taking it easy, getting plenty of sleep. But yeah, I've still got, oh Jesus, that hurts. Yeah, there's a nice little wound there. That schedule that I made in the first video, I think I'm just gonna, I mean, obviously that's gonna have to be thrown out the window completely. I have not still done any work on that hummingbird painting, and so that's what I'm going to do. We're just gonna lower the bar, pun intended, because I got a bar in my face yesterday. The first goal is to just get a solid hour in and then see how we go.
I did not get a solid hour in. I felt quite sick staring at the tiny details and I had to let it lie. I did, however, get a bit of work done on it on the Saturdays, so I'm just putting some of that footage in here. This painting has been really challenging. It's really funny because I've painted so many birds now, and it's still like each individual bird, like each of the feather structures, they have their individual challenges. And like the last hummingbird I painted, everything flowed really nicely, and this one is just not. I think it may be because of the colours and the transparency of the colours. I'm just finding it really difficult to get the right texture that I want for the feathers, so it's taking a lot longer than I initially wanted it to. It's times when things don't fall into place, things go wrong, and things feel very shitty. You know, it's times when life feels like it's just slapping you in the face day in and day out, that I do have to remind myself that life is so much more than just my little world. I took a walk outside with sunglasses, and I made a point of finding 5 things to appreciate. The way the sun was shining through these leaves was the best one, and I stood there for a good few minutes and just looked at the leaves. And it did make me feel peaceful and happy. I got another print order in just in time for the fair. These are the samples that I got in the previous video.
Good. This also looks great.
Are now up online, by the way, and I really love them. All the colours are amazing. And I did manage to get some more painting done on the Saturday.
Yeah, love that. And how big are these? I'm not sure. I need to figure that out. Yeah, I think that's it.
I finally packed it up and I managed to get it all into 2 boxes. So, Sunday morning, when I came in to pick up the stuff for the market, my studio was leaking. So that was already a great start to the day. This was what it looked like before the market opened. Here's my stall. I have to admit, it does feel a bit icky having so many different prints displayed, and I'm going to have a real think about what I'm going to bring to the London Illustration Fair. But anyway, there were some super awesome traders there. I got to know some new people and see some really nice stuff. By the way, if you see something you like, do head over to Crafty Fox website or Instagram and have a look at their trader list and check them out on social media. So down to business. Firstly, it was so rainy, like it was leaking in my studio in the morning, which is never good for market day. I wasn't really thrilled about my location, which was facing away from the main aisle, but what can you do? I was really disappointed by the footfall. Most of the time there wasn't anyone to sell to, and I was looking at an empty aisle. I kind of filmed at different points of the day so you can see what it looks like. I suspect it was the weather that kept people away, because I've heard so many good things about this fair and I really thought that this would be my people. After a week of preparing, packaging, ordering extra stock, etc., I just about made back my store rent. And it was a bit frustrating thinking about all the other stuff that I could have been doing or just resting my body. Am I going to do it again? I don't know. I'll probably think twice about applying for this location again. I'm really at a stage of my business where I'm not just happy making my money back. This is my main living and income, and I'm not just in the startup phase anymore. I spent about £850 on prints, and I ordered them especially for this event. Some of them are for Christmas, but I pushed for the order to come earlier to have it in time. This has now turned into a mistake because I need to place another order before Christmas, and I didn't earn enough to pay back the order that I've already placed. By the way, this was my favourite thing in the market, a little figure made by Nyanko pots. You can find her on Instagram under the same name. So yeah, that's all for now, folks. Thank you so much for watching. Check out my website where you can find all the stuff, and check out my Instagram to see my latest work. And finally, don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment if you fancy. Lastly, and it's absolutely no pressure, if you do enjoy my content, please consider checking out my Patreon. That's all. Ciao for now, people.